Chances are you heard of the pandemic that has taken the world by storm. COVID-19, also known as the coronavirus. It's impacted so many parts of the world. Countries have gone into lockdown, schools have been shut down, sporting events have been cancelled, and it's had a big impact on the economy. I'm now fully working from home. All my classes from university and tests have been moved online, and a lot of my personal project work is done at home anyway. For some, including myself, this has led to a decrease in motivation and productivity. So today I'm going to share with you how I managed to bounce back and some things that have helped me in the past when I've been in an unmotivated rut. Firstly, you want to take a step back and acknowledge how things have changed, what you are doing differently, and why you want to overcome it. For example, let's say you're a university student and you have exams coming up, but you have no motivation to study. What you can do is you can think why you would want to study, such as achieving a certain grade, or so you can progress to the next step in your life. But I don't think you should rely on just motivation. You can incorporate tactics to help you hack your productivity, and these can really help you achieve your goals. For example, the Pomodoro technique is something that has worked like an absolute charm for me when it comes to studying, because I can set a 25-minute timer to do my work, then take a 5-minute break, and then just repeat again, and do that 4 times, and then take a longer break. This has helped me so much when it comes to studying, because I can easily just go and do something else, and I find it much easier to do that. And this is where it comes in, using extensions on my web browser to block sites that might distract me, such as any social media sites, and blocking that out for a certain amount of time has been very helpful for me. You want to think about and acknowledge how your actions are different to when you were not in an unmotivated rut. For example, for myself, when I was in a rut before, I realised I was starting the day and watching 1-hour-long episodes of TV shows, and this set quite a low standard for the day. So then once I realised that by doing that I didn't get much done in a day, or just set myself a low standard, I realised, okay, I'm gonna now leave that for later in the day instead. And this helped me exponentially. This is why I think mindset becomes very relevant, because instead of relying on motivation to do something, we can instead make the choice to cultivate discipline. And taking a different perspective like this can lead to such great results. And the whole point of it is that instead of waiting to feel buzzing and energized to do something, we instead do it anyway, and then hopefully we should feel good after doing it. Essentially, motivation is trying to feel like doing something, while self-discipline is doing it even when you don't feel like it. However, this is best done in small steps. We can't go from not doing anything to this productivity machine. The chances are we'll burn out if that happens, so it's better to take small steps and slowly get better, get a bit more done each day. And this is just like what James Clear says in Atomic Habits. Improving by 1% isn't particularly notable. Sometimes it isn't even noticeable, but it can be far more meaningful, especially in the long run. The difference a tiny improvement can make over time is astounding. If you can get 1% better each day for 1 year, you'll end up 37 times better by the time you're done. Also, something that I've been putting more effort into is waking up and going to bed at the same time every day. And I've been pretty consistent with it. I'm happy that how it's doing. Building this consistency has really helped me. And I found that getting out of an unmotivated rut can be really helpful for that. There's been times when I've hit snooze, or I slept a bit longer, or went to bed a bit later. At the end of the day, I am human, it happens, we will do it. But I'm pretty happy with how it's been going. I've also started to implement a time where I must turn my laptop off for the day. And this ensures I can wake up early the next day, but it also allows me to avoid things that are just purely procrastination, such as watching a load of videos or just scrolling through social media. All this free time is a perfect opportunity to learn a new skill or try something new, whatever that might be. You could get some items around your house, grab your camera and try some product photography, or you could get the guitar out your loft that you only use once or twice and follow some tutorials on YouTube. Or you could try cooking something new in the kitchen. Talking about cooking, something that I found easier is changing the space you're working, such as here in the kitchen. And I found that for writing content or studying, going here is much easier for me. For when I was on campus, it would be like the equivalent of going to the library. But when it comes to editing, I much prefer being at my desk with my monitor as well, because that just makes things easier. But sometimes just switching things up and the places you're working from in your home can work like a charm. Maybe later today when I edit this video, I find it difficult to focus on my desk, so I'll come here to edit. It's just really just seeing what works best for you and testing new things. Lastly, try and invest the free time that you have now, because maybe you said that you always wanted to build an online business or make YouTube videos, but you said you didn't have enough time. Well, here's the perfect opportunity. Thanks a lot for watching this video. If you enjoy it, please hit a thumbs up, subscribe, leave some comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Check out my Instagram and my newsletter. I'll leave the links in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you guys very soon. And don't forget to wash your hands. This is looking cinematic, still.